first book I reviewed was Oscar and the Eight Blessings. This book is about a refugee named Oscar that travels to New York City to escape the Nazis in Europe. He walks the streets seeing many sights during the seventh night of Hanukkah. Each person he meets blesses him with kindness in some way. The second book I read was And Tango Makes Three, which has recently been republished with a CD narration by Neil Patrick Harris. This is the story of two male penguins who raise a baby penguin. The two male penguins are different from the penguins in the Central Park Zoo. The two males build a nest together and even take care of a rock as if it was an egg. The zookeeper sees their interactions and gives them a real egg to raise. The first middle school book I reviewed was Gone Crazy in Alabama. This book is the third part of a series of books by Rita Williams Garcia. In this novel, the sisters Delphine, Bonetta, and Fern Gaither travel from Brooklyn to spend the summer in Alabama. They are traveling to visit with family. There are many historical issues presented in the book, such as the KKK and the connection between American Indians and African Americans. The second middle school book I reviewed was See No Color. This book is about a biracial girl adopted by a white family. She is the star of the baseball team, just like her father, who is the coach. She only cared about baseball until a black youth named Reggie starts to notice her. During this time, she also discovers letters from her biological father. The first high school book I reviewed was The Prisoners of Breendonk. This book tells personal stories of World War II concentration camp known as Breendonk. There are black and white photographs of the actual camp and drawings done by one of the prisoners. Only half of the 3,600 prisoners who stayed there survived. The second high school book I reviewed was How to Be Brave. In this book, a young girl named Georgia is trying to figure out ways to deal with her mother's death. She decides to make a list of 15 ways to be brave. She sets out to try to do all 15 things that she has always been afraid to do before. The book discusses drug use and suicide. Many people feel that it destroys self-concept by the treatment of the issue of being overweight in the book. A student review of Oscar and the Eight Blessings would be that this heartwarming story makes you remember that people are good. It makes you feel as if you are on the cold streets of New York during Hanukkah long ago. There was even a map that shows Oscar's path through the city. A media specialist review of Oscar and the Eight Blessings would be, this book discusses many historical themes to be such a small picture book. It discusses World War II, historical New York, and Hanukkah. It would be a welcome addition to any collection needing to increase nonfiction topics in a fiction format. This book is a reminder that even in bad times, people can be good. My review of And Tango Makes Three is a lovable story of two male penguins. They want so badly to raise a baby chick of their own. While living at the Central Park Zoo, the zookeeper notices that they even pretend to have a baby by carrying a rock on their feet. The zookeeper takes pity on them and gives them a chick to raise on their own. The rambunctious female penguin they raise is a joy to all. The Kirkus review is very detailed and contains information about other books by the author. The School Library Journal review goes into depth about the treatment of homosexuality in the book that I am not sure young readers would comprehend, but I am sure parents would. I believe my review was a good start, but it was not as technical as the other reviews. The other reviews contained a wider vocabulary. They also compared the books to similar books. I do not have a wide enough scope of knowledge yet to compare. I believe that I gave the main parts of the book just as the reviews. I just did not put enough information in the review to make it exemplary like School Library Journal and Kirkus. Here is a list of the books for future viewing.